Retired IPS officer Kiran Bedi reacted positively to the 3 new criminal laws set to be implemented from July 1, 2024. Speaking to ANI, she described the Bharatiya Nyay Sanhita (BNS), Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita (BNSS) and Bharatiya Sakshay Sanhita (BSS) as wholesale training for police officials, emphasizing their role in enhancing police accountability and mental training. These new laws will replace the colonial-era Indian Penal Code, Code of Criminal Procedure, and Indian Evidence Act.
This is now wholesale training of change, the new provisions which have come. It's like an overhauling of the mental training of the police officers of millions, lakhs, anywhere in India. So it's not only for constabulary or sub-inspectors. Everybody has to be oriented towards the new laws. It's a growth. It's a growth. There will be always two views to it. No law, no empowerment of the police suits everybody. But what you have to really look at is the largest security of the country.
Ma'am, 3 new criminal laws will be implemented from tomorrow onwards. So what do you have to say on this?
Over the years, we've been training police officers in batches, in courses, different laws, time to time. 1.5 million से भी ज़्यादा forces है, 2 million. लेकिन ये wholesale training हो रही है. और wholesale training, this is now wholesale training of change, the new provisions which have come, whether it's under the evidence or criminal procedure or under the penal code. So what is happening is this full sensitized. It's like an overhauling of the mental training of the police officers of millions, lakhs, anywhere in India. So in a way, it's bringing together in one mindset the thousands and thousands of police officers of all ranks, by the way, because it's a new law. So new law has to be learned from the DGP to the constable. So it's not only for constabulary or sub-inspectors. Everybody has to be oriented towards the new laws, and not only police, the prosecution, the legal fraternity, the magistracy, and all others who have to now read the new laws. That means they're all becoming students of criminal justice system. Prisons, even prisons have been given a responsibility that if after particular defined definition, the prisoner is still with you in prison, it is the duty of the prison superintendent to inform the court that he has already done this much. See this? So they're binding down every aspect of the criminal justice system and bring in more transparency, like zero FIR, no geography limit, no police station limit. If you are from here, elsewhere, and it's not your area police station, you can still register an FIR. It's called the zero FIR. So geography is not the constraint. Police stations no more the constraint. You get a copy of it, and it's the duty of the police officer now to send it to the police station concerned. Similarly, if there's an arrest, it has to be announced, it has to be on record that this so-and-so has been arrested. If any arrest has been made which is petty offences, below 3 years of imprisonment, the DSP has to clear it. He has to approve it. So that means higher level of accountability of arrest, not mass arrest like that. A deputy superintendent approves the arrest. Then every arrest which has been made has to be brought into the designated police officer of the district, which is superintendent of police. Similarly, there were sometimes direct complaints to the magistrate against police officers. Now, go to the superintendent first, make a complaint, and then if you are not satisfied with the answer from the superintendent, and want to go to the magistrate will not issue direct summons immediately to the police. They will ask a report from the superintendent. See, now there are levels of checks and balances. Handcuff is not there. And gangsters were always held hand in hand and exchanging dirty sweat and perspiration, maybe transmitting diseases. You never know. Because sweat is a disease when you touch each other's hand. That's why we say namaste, we don't shake hands. Because not hygienic. Hygienic is namaste. Handshakes are not. That's why we use in COVID. Remember distance maintaining? It was basically to avoid. Now handcuff has been brought back for gangsters in certain crimes, which will be a relief for the police and also maybe the courts, if the man runs away. Then the best important, another very important feature is, you start, if there is it's a crime earned property, the ceiling can come in much faster. That means proceeds of crime can be even decided upon and given back to the person to whom the crime was. So lots of things which we were always looking for, that this should happen early. Chit funds problem, remember? Housing problem. Those funds, they can now be distributed by the magistrate and handed over to the victims. So there is a victim angle. Woman, she's been cheated, and lure of marriage and promotion or job, and saying we'll get married, and she doesn't. There's now a specific offence against this for the benefit of the woman. There's a preliminary inquiry where FIR may be not immediately registered. There may be a preliminary inquiry to look at the truth of the matter. That means false FIRs will become avoidable. So there are many safeguards for victims, for women, for children. Child gang raped child. We always said child gang raped girl child is called death penalty. It's given as death penalty now if the girl child has been gang raped. So I think this is what is leading to. It will lead to. They will evolve, they'll grow, but as I said, two parallel laws systems will prevail now. Laws which were under the Indian Penal Code, CRPC, and Evidence Act, and now under these through the BNS, the BNSS, and the BSA. So two laws will. So lawyers, naturally, police officers will have to keep both the laws in mind in the investigation. Judges will also have to do. Lawyers will have to do, and I think it will take another 2 decades minimum, at least 20 years, before the earlier issues get cleared and the new systems come. But remember, these laws have come after delay of 150 years, some of them, 150 years. And the earlier laws had all British nomenclatures, British Parliament, British Crown, all these. J&K was clearly written in the Penal Code, excluded. So, how? Because it was a British law, and it was accusatorial, it was more accused oriented, dandit, punishment, it's a fact. Here, you also have community service. So for minor offences, you can also be given social work. Go serve the community, maybe in a hospital, maybe do road construction, maybe do difficult work. It depends on the judge. And I have told you, the judge now has to have a substitute. Judge cannot be just absent. If the judge is on leave, the judicial magistrate is on leave, he has to leave a link judge. So that means aaj judge sab nahi aaye. No, judge is not present, another judge is there, but the judge is there to hear you. So there are lots of intuition. The more you read, the more you understand. But it is for the larger, it's a growth. There will be always two views to it. As I said, every law has two sides of the same coin.
Many bar question on these 3 laws. They are saying police ko power di ja rahi hai, and it should be implemented. Thoda waqt lena chahiye tha. So how you?
All power is coming with accountability. See that every arrest is to be in the knowledge of the superintendent. Every arrest has to be prior cleared by deputy superintendent. Isn't it raising accountability? On one hand, it is raising accountability. On the other hand, it's convenience of all experts. Experts can give evidence now, don't have to come to the court again and again. Can do video conferencing, more use of technology. See, so every aspect of what was happening has been included. And I think many lawyers were probably pleading for these also. So as I said, no law, no empowerment of the police suits everybody. There's the way of looking at the victim angle or the accused angle. But what you have to really look at is the largest security of the country, security and integrity of the country and the people. That's a larger role of the government of the day, and it's accountable to the people.